Before we get into this vlog, this recap, if you do need cheap codes or cheap games, head on over to g2a.com. I'll leave links down below in the description. What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike. Today we got JKO and this is the intro. I don't like bringing cameras into airports anymore. I feel like right now people are getting a little more uncomfortable. We saw the United situation. Yeah. I don't want any part of that. Right now behind us, we're gonna start taking pictures. Unfortunately, Spencer's not here yet, so that's why I don't have the hashtag gear on. So I'll probably have to wait on the pictures. Hey!
Did I mess it up? Fashioned be late. See the nerves come out though. You know, some of the new guys coming through. They might have some tough times.
That's always the debate. I wish that they restructured the groups. Do you guys feel that way by any chance? I think the group should either be 4 groups, as they are now, and you play everyone twice, or I think that we should play in 2 groups, kind of like an East and West division, where you have 8 players on each side and you play everyone once. So you'd have 7 games. North, South, East, West, whatever you prefer. Yeah. Tomato, tomato.
Both are good to go. I think that what happens with the 2 groups of 8, you get a lot of like top matchups, a lot of big games that you'll be able to.
But that's good. You can promo the hell out of those.
Exactly. So I think for the viewers, one, it's great. For the players, they're gonna get a lot of games to get the warm-up game in, you know, the first nervy game, and then later on they can perform. You've had issues with people just being told in tournaments because they didn't really get warm-up in. They do really well later on. Like I know Boris is always talking about him. First game is always a opener. So you know, what do you think?
I think that the group stage is good with the 4 different groups, but I think that if they just made it home and away, you know, it might give everyone a better chance and just a better look. It's so hard to qualify. Everyone takes off the whole month. And to come here and only be guaranteed 3 games.
Can we count on the usual Amon? We're gonna have some noise, gonna have some yelling, some screaming, bringing out some new props.
We'll see. Some new props? We're gonna be hearing from you though.
Hey, what about you, John? You said this time you're gonna have a little more showmanship. That's what I heard. In Miami.
I ain't giving no spoilers. You're gonna have to keep your eye out, you know?
You're my music, but you tear me to pieces. So where does it come from? A scene that keeps playing on repeat, ignores the rule of thumb. Oh.
Bam. That looks like good money. But in the comments, if you feel a different way, you need to let me know because I'd like to hear your opinion. We'll get some dialogue. You know, the blue one right here is not bad, but these other 2, you can't wear those outside the house. And even inside your house, your girl's gonna look at you crazy.
Where does it come from? Oh, where does it come from?
So we're gonna show you the food that we've got going on today.
Rice Krispies.
Never had s'mores, like kind of pre-made like that.
They're good though.
If this doesn't motivate you to come to an event, we got some sort of platter mixed there.
Too much veggies though. Mini Philly cheesesteak sliders.
Bam. That's more like in my zone right there. That's super American. Oh, we got some like mini tacos, fried chicken, and
Hot dogs are.
these are some like, they look like egg rolls to me.
I feel like it's hot dog time.
All right, eat one.
They're spring rolls.
Yeah, I think it's a spring roll, right? Yeah, it is.
All your emotions with your heart on your sleeve, it won't fade until you paint it black.
I just wanted to welcome everybody.
I let it burn, you call the fire brigade, but I feel that it will come back.
Number 11.
Oh, that's a good group right there. That's a good one.
That's a good group.
Oh, that was on you. I had nothing to do with it. You guys have seen the groups. So I am in Group D, which is myself, Alexander. We also have Hallucination, who I'm not that familiar with, and Mars, who won the New York event. So congratulations to him. And when I look at the groups, I feel like most of the groups were somewhat of an even draw. There's good players in every group. There's people that have been at events. There's people that haven't been at events. Giuseppe, we did this last time. I was bad luck for you. Maybe I'll be better luck this time around. What do you feel about your group? Is it good?
It's actually
it's
a
bad.
solid group. I have Marbs, I have FOB Royce, and you know the other guy.
What's going on with your group? Who's in your group?
Tough group, Filthy, Peru, and Creation. Smart Creation. A lot of people say it's a tough group, but I feel like it's pretty even.
Hey, did y'all just come from the bathroom team talk?
Yeah.
They just went to the bathroom and changed jerseys together. Feeling good about your group?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take it home.
And this is Alexander, who's got 4th at the previous event. Did really well. We talked about how your gameplay can be pretty boring to watch, but it is difficult to get through. You know, we keep everything very transparent and honest.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's all about results anyway.
It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be like a 1-0 to me and you.
Yeah, first to score and then sweat it out. Yeah. What about the rest of the people in the group? I think you have more experience with them than I do.
Yeah, Halu's exactly the same.
Oh, as you?
Yeah.
No, come on. We're here.
What's up?
with the host that you guys love, I think. You appreciate. I try to start out with compliments nowadays.
That's nice.
Yeah, otherwise Jimmy comes with good rebuttals and then I take a loss in the exchange. So I don't want any of those. Now I start off very friendly.
That's fair.
So what's different about this event? I know you've been backstage, you've been doing some rehearsals. Give us the scoop.
I think from season 1 to season 2, there's going to be a lot of changes production-wise. They're going to let Chu talk a lot more, which I think is very important because he knows a lot about the game.
That's great.
I'm just the pretty face. He's the guy that actually knows this stuff.
I mean, it's hard to get a word in with Jimmy.
That's true. That's fair. I don't like to share the microphone. But no, it should be a great tournament. We're excited to have it, and this venue is amazing.
Bam! You see a jersey change. I think first time these have been on display, right, Sven?
Not even the football team have worn them or anything. No one's worn that shirt officially.
You guys just saw the group draw. Should be interesting. I think it's going to be the battle of the possession players.
I've heard a lot of rumours about the famous hashtag Mike play style. I've obviously known you for a long time, but I've never actually seen you play at an event live. What can we expect in terms of, style?
I've been known to have some good energy. Sometimes I'll pull out a prop.
Like a prop, like a parrot or something.
No, you know, I had a sweat rag one time. I don't think I'm gonna pull out the sweat rag, but there's a fine line too of using props or getting in someone's head if you're not performing. You don't want to look like a clown. So ideally, first off is getting good results, and then if maybe I can play some mind games, that would be perfect.
Also, just want to tell the people at home for their benefit, there's a reason he dropped the name Dirty. He smells great. They actually do that. I'm being serious. If you got some aftershave on or something, it smells decent.
It's the hashtag cologne.
That should be coming soon. The chairman's working on it.
Early scoop right now. What's going down? Look at that, man. They got me almost mean mugging in front of the camera. Back to the hotel room. Today's been kind of long. Not a bad long though. Rest of the world gets started tomorrow. So I haven't shown y'all the hotel room. I got 2 beds, but it's just me in here. I've got the TV behind me, and I also set up, as you can see, an Xbox. Might play a few games, do some FUT Champs. Still got FIFA Interactive World Cup qualifying. But I just wanted to sit back and talk to you guys for a second. So everything looks even better than the last event in Miami. I can see that EA is taking this with the utmost seriousness in terms of the production value, the people that are involved. And I talked about my group a little bit, but I think it's gonna be sweaty, man. I don't think there's a sweatier group in the mix. So hopefully everything goes well. Start hot, and I'm able to use that to my advantage and get out of groups. This is what we've got on the table. You might be familiar if you've been around bars at some point in your life. That is an Irish car bomb. You got like some Baileys, got some whiskey, and you got some Guinness. You've got more of the traditional shot, right?
Jaeger bomb.
Yeah, all right, Jaeger bomb right there.
Cheers.
Giuseppe, before an event, this is how he prepares. We have his lovely fiance. What are you drinking? Tequila, right?
Tequila soda.
Okay. And then we've got John, also known as JKO. Wait for the. There it is. All right. So on that note, we gotta do this. You ready? Jump and go.
Oh.
Hopefully one of us wins the event. Follow FIFA.
Hey, no, turn around, turn around. We're getting closer. Gotta get a strong hashtag in there. There we go. Tass is here. You just arrived. What is it? 11:40 p.m. right now. How was the flight?
Delayed about 2 hours.
He wants an Irish car bomb. That's what he told me.
I'll do it now.
Oh, she's on the team. She's on the team.
Not gonna do it. I'm against it.
Old school does
I'm not gonna do
hashtag,
it.
man.
I'm a Desta Duda hard-headed. That's how you say it.
So this is what's going down. Tass brought to our attention that there's a new type of game. Now explain what's going to happen right now.
So basically you guys have paid for a bunch of drinks, and instead of paying each for your own drinks, you're going to put all your credit cards into one. The wonderful lady's going to come and pick a credit card out, and one of the unfortunate people is going to have to pay all the money.
Yeah.
But the rest of you is going to go
happy days. Yeah. So basically we have 3 separate checks right now, and none of them are small. They're probably too much for all of us to have paid on our own. So one of us is going to be a big loser, and 2 are going to be happy. So when she comes back, I'm going to put this on video, and we're going to see who's winning. I just feel like this is a loss for me. I really do up front. How are you feeling, JKO?
I think it's going to be me, man. You're saying you, but I think it's going to be me.
So we both agree it's not him.
Yeah, I think
so he's going to win.
Yeah,
damn it.
Exactly.
This is the situation here. There's 3 credit cards. Okay. Now there's 3 separate bills that you handed us. Whatever credit card you pull at random is gonna pay for all of the bills. So
then I just pick any random one?
One card.
Yeah.
No! I was sure I was getting screwed. I thought we were teammates, Taz. Day number 2, Rest of World is underway. Amon and I are gonna play a couple warm-ups. Jaco is gonna witness this so he knows what's going down. When I beat Amon, then I've got a witness for bragging rights. That's very important. Go, talk to us. How do you feel about the event? This time we got out of group stage, that's good.
Yeah, better than before.
So next event, what are we doing? Top 4? FIFA Interactive World Cup qualified, right? And you ready for that? Heard it might be in Brazil. Is that what you heard? Oh, that's what I heard. We can drop an early exclusive. So what's going down is that we're gonna have this vinyl behind me. Let me see if I can put that on there. It's hard to see. They moved us over here. They said we were too tall. But we're going into the final of Rest of the World, which I think could be interesting. I didn't realize this, but the Japanese player that's in the final on PlayStation also qualified on the Xbox. Therefore, he's playing 80 games every single weekend, and I didn't even think anybody in Asia ever touched an Xbox. Phantom or M-DOS?
Phantom. PS4, baby, all day.
Phantom.
PS4.
Phantom, okay.
PS4.
M-DOS or Phantom? M-DOS.
M-DOS. M-DOS.
First leg done. 3-1 victory for M-DOS, and he probably deserved to actually win by a larger margin. But this allows Phantom to still be in the mixer. He's going to his home platform, and we don't know if M-DOS is going to be able to carry over the same type of form that he's had on the Xbox to the PlayStation. Congratulations to MS Dossery. Man looked very dominant in the final. Actually, this entire event, he never lost a game. It's game day, all the players have arrived. I believe I'm in the later group, so right now the first couple groups of players are practicing before they go on the main stage, which resembles Miami, resembles Paris. I think EA has definitely tried to keep that similar across the board. The lighting in here is not ideal, that's why you see the shadows, but just giving y'all a quick update. I played TAS a few times last night, that was good. We talked a little bit about tactics. I think I'm gonna roll with what I do online mostly. I don't know if I want to make any major changes to the squad that I've just been using the most. I think that makes sense at an event. We'll see if it rewards me or not so much. Let's talk about the event. I've got Jaco with me. Unfortunately, we hung out so much that we went out at the same portion of the event. So in my group, I had myself, Alexander, Hallucination, and Mars Bars. I played an amazing game versus Mars Bars. I just killed him down the wings. Alexander was our first match, and we both looked nasty. It was just tense, you know, the first game when you're in the group stage, and he's a very defensive player, and I know that he looks for the counters or very slow build-up, so I didn't want to open those types of lanes for him to get through, because I know his attack isn't extremely creative, so, but if I give him a wide open lane, here's like, here you go, enjoy that. And then I lost the last game, but I was definitely keeping tabs on the Mars versus Alexander, so I knew that I was going to go through. So I got out of the group, and then first game I played Marbs, who is arguably the best online player from the US, very consistent, and I actually warmed up against him, did not do well. I did not do well in my warm-ups against Marbs. However, that was one of my best games of the tournament, 3-0 win. And then what happened is I started feeling like a little more confident with the high pressure. And that was my mistake, because my game is a little more balanced than that. I'm not really into the ping pong back and forth all in the midfield. I'm not trying to score 5-6 goals against you. I'm more about controlling the tempo, making sure I take my opportunities, and that was the major error, is winning that game against somebody that I value, and I think that he's a really great player and uses a little more of an attacking approach. A lot of offside traps in your face. And then I went into a 4-2 loss, which I should have. That's the game I really is going to sit with me for a while. And then I lost 5-3, another just way too much offense.
Like Mike said, we both have been hanging out so much that we
also got the worst group draws too.
We got a similar group draw. So we both made it out of the toughest groups, arguably the toughest group.
I mean, mine was voted on the hardest, and I think yours probably voted the same.
Yeah, no other PS4 player wanted to be in this group that I was in. It was me, Diddy Chrisligo, You Are a Witness, which is a relative newcomer, but he did very well in the tournament. And who was the other guy? Mo, exactly. Another participant that was down in Miami. Managed to get to top the group.
Mo's a good player.
Managed to top the group with 5 points, 2 draws, and a victory. Undefeated, so that's also good. That's always good. And going into the next round, who did I match? It was X Blue. So in the next match, out of group stages, I matched against X Blue, constant PS4, top of the leaderboards, getting 40-0s. Great player as well. Managed to beat him 3-1.
Good scoreline.
Made it to the semifinals, which was kind of a goal for me. I think Mike as well. Kind of a goal for me, make it to the semifinal. It's like that game to Berlin. You know, you're knocking at the door. You're there. You're waiting for a response, somebody to open it, so you can head on through to Berlin.
Unfortunately, I got an ass whooping. I got spanked by Rain.
Oh, really?
Currently,
I didn't know that.
He's a heavy favorite right now. As you guys are watching, the finals haven't happened, so he's a heavy favorite right now.
Oh, this is the Hispanic guy, Mexican.
Yeah, he's Mexican.
Yeah.
Rain 10, I think, and
he's a nice guy. I met him, talked to him for a little bit.
Yeah, went down 5 goals in the first half. Just everything he did in the first half went his way.
5-0. Wow.
No, 5-1.
Oh, okay.
And then the second half, I kept knocking on the door, but went down to the knockout bracket, lost to Altai for the same result, 5-1.
Whoa,
Whoa,
I thought my games were offensive. I didn't know.
Don't be too hard on me, Mike.
You had a 10-2 aggregate.
I don't want to make no excuses for myself, but kind of got, you know, the win taken out of me in that first game, and I wasn't really looking forward to the rest of the tournament. But, you know, come back strong for FIWC and any other tournament I can qualify for.
Yeah, the only excuse I have is the bathroom one in the group stage.
I heard about that.
Like, I had to use the bathroom. We were arguing about this bathroom break because they asked me to do an interview, so I went into the interview, and then they wouldn't let me go to the bathroom. I was like, I just spent 5 minutes on this interview, which, don't get me wrong, enjoyed the interview, but I was definitely planning on going to the bathroom before this game, so if you've ever done something when you have to pee, it's rushed.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just like hoping to, they said you can go bathroom at halftime, so I'm just like, all right, let me get to halftime.
Yeah.
And then I like sprinted out of the venue.
I don't know how you guys are at home playing FUT Champions too, but every like 2-3 games, bathroom break for me.
Same.
It's something.
Absolutely.
I don't know. It affects me like
hydrated.
that. Yeah, exactly.
They're just starting the final now. We're gonna do some predictions. I'm actually gonna go against the grain. I think most people are gonna go with Diddy because he's 40-0 all the time, but I'm gonna say that Costello and his experience is gonna take him to victory. Won the Xbox pretty easily. Diddy was the first person to come from the bottom bracket and win the top bracket now and be the champion of PS4. Just sell it.
We got Diddy, my dude, Diddy. My boy Diddy, still 100%. My boy Chris.
Now here's my favorite part. We're going to hand out the hardware. Presenting the trophy in Canada is Brent Coney, the Gates and Varsity Commissioner.
That is a cinnamon stick, and it's a hot drink.
Girly drinks, men, girls. And you've got it in a tea glass, sort of.
Yeah, he's the leader of the man bag.
So I'm not hiding in the closet, I'm hiding behind the camera.
You might be hiding in the closet, who knows? I don't know.
Hiding in the closet behind the camera.
Your words, not mine.
Tonight we're having a debate, and I want you guys help, especially if you got some age to you, because this debate's gonna go back a little bit. We're talking about some of the best Premier League strikers. So of course you got the Thierry Henry, and I'm gonna put Dennis Bergkamp as like a center forward, the Eric Cantona. I'm gonna put them in there. The Alan Shearer, the Andy Cole, the Michael Owen, the Didier Drogba. Can you rank these? Let's do a top 5. Rank your top 5 Premier League strikers of all time, because we've been going at it now for like 15 to 20 minutes. You want to put your top 5 in this? I'll put you on the spot? Yeah, smart man. You don't want to do that. They would roast you in the comments.